Look at these other podcasts out here with a point. Doing interviews, trying to educate you, or change the world. No, we don't do that here. Here, we look around, see things, go places, do things, and round up the best so you can forget the rest. Here, we rank 'em up.
Hello and welcome in to Rank 'em Up. Welcome back for another edition. It's great to have you. It's great to be here. Happy that you've joined us for this week's show. Thank you. We've been ramping up. We've had some new listens from different places, some new listeners from all over the place, and we are very happy that you're here. Please let us know where you come from, how you heard us, all that good stuff. And Don, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I am swell. How are you, Craig?
I am awesome.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's a good week.
Yeah, man. Heck of a week. It's your birthday week.
It is.
Yes. So it's awesome. It's a great time.
Caberto, how you doing over there?
I'm doing great. I'm good. I'm here.
He's not actually here.
That is not actually a recording.
That is not a recording, but I'm doing good. I'm excited about the topic today, and hopefully everyone else is also.
Good. Lilo, welcome to the program.
Hello, listeners. I don't know why I said it like that. That was...
Hello.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
It's the headphones.
I think it is the
Okay,
headphones.
Lilo.
You just went Delilah a little bit there.
I kind of did.
Yeah.
That's what happens every time somebody uses that microphone.
Yeah,
That's
just-
how it works.
hey.
over there.
I think
What's
it's
going on?
the extra low end, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you
There
for
was
tuning
a-
in tonight.
There was an audio recording technician joke, if you guys didn't get that. Thanks, Caberto.
We got it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And we're starting out like that. All right.
Caberto's
Hey.
been picking on me all for 2 weeks, all right?
You just
know
opened
what?
the door to all my puns. Hey, if we're going to put it out there, let's
That's
just do
very
it.
true. You kind of expect this to happen now.
Let's just do it. Don, where can they send us where they found the program and how they found it, who recommended it, and
I would
why they're
love
here?
for everybody to write a review on iTunes. Go to the iTunes app, podcast app. You can write a review there. Or if you're an Android persuasion, although it's weird because Lilo loves the Android, but he has a Mac. I think it's an Apple AirBook, I think. But you know.
Yes, I am sporting a MacBook Air. This is my work
Oh,
device.
okay, never mind. All right, fine. That's not
Don't
your
tell his
personal
work
thing.
that he's using it.
No, that'll be fine.
I mean,
I hope they'll be fine.
no, this is no MacBook. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind. All right, sorry for bringing that up. But leave a review on iTunes for us and tell us how you heard about the show. Argue and disagree with Craig's rankings because he's always wrong. Or go to the YouTube
You're wrong.
and find our channel on there. That's Rank 'em Up YouTube.com/Rank 'em Up. And you can find the entire archive of the show, which I believe we're in 30-something now.
This will
32.
be 33. This is episode 33.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Only 7 more until another potpourri,
This
which is
the,
my favorite.
This is the Larry Bird episode. The Patrick
I
Waugh
like Larry Bird
episode.
episode.
The Patrick
so go
Waugh
to YouTube.
episode.
You can find all 33 episodes, including this one, on the YouTube channel. Go to Twitter at Rank 'em Up. That's where we usually have our arguments, and people leave their ranks in 100. And if they can get top 5 in 140 characters, it's pretty impressive to me. And, of course, Facebook, like the show page. There you go, Craig.
All right. Well, tonight, if you watch the Periscope for our pregame party, you would have heard that we're doing one of these shows tonight. So we are doing that. We are doing Dream Cars, our rankings of our dream cars that maybe we loved when we were kids. Maybe we're trying to save up for one now.
Man,
Dream cars.
they keep getting more expensive, too. So it's like, no matter how much you save, getting a new one of that particular style.
I thought by now, being 35 years old, that I would have my dream car by now. All right, we'll talk about that. We'll get into that.
Stupid being millennials.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
Let's see, who should start this week? How about who got their car most recently?
That's a setup. That's a
La
setup.
Mazda. La
That's
Mazda.
a setup.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, you know what? I was carless for about 2 years, but now, and I can dream again about having cars and like.
You should be able to dream about if you don't have a car. That would be a dream about. is
no,
having
wait,
a
let
car.
me finish.
That was a good segue. I applaud you for that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
well done.
Thank
Well done.
you.
job.
I mean, like a dream up. Like think bigger, think upgrading, and that's what
Like
I
a
mean.
minivan? You planning a
Ooh.
family or something?
Moving on up.
No, not yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
Minivans are awesome.
The best
Not really.
Super Bowl commercial this year was Jeff Goldblum singing the Jeffersons theme song.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was my favorite. Super
I
Bowl.
don't remember that.
Moving on up to the east side, man. He was on the piano and they rose him up the building and
Yeah.
then it's like
Oh,
apartment.com.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
see how
remember
we
that.
got off
Yeah,
track
I
there.
remember that.
I
See,
get it.
Okay, well, coming back. Bring it back.
You remember that? I don't think
I
you
remember now,
remember that. No, I don't
but
think you do.
I do remember that. But my number 5 is a Mercedes C63 AMG, which is very sporty, youthful looking, and very luxurious. It's a 4-door sedan, so yeah.
Does
yeah.
it have fine Corinthian leather in it?
Yes, it does actually. Well,
Nice.
If you're rich enough to buy that car, you want to be rich enough to sit in the back while somebody drives you in that car.
That's
and
exactly right.
And this
That's
is
exactly
why
right.
these are
Thank
dream
you.
cars. Okay, this is
Oh,
why
okay.
these are dream cars.
You need
So-
like Alfred to drive you around.
Right. You need
Yeah.
like a Jeeves or
Alfredo.
That
something.
is,
Yeah.
Alfredo.
that is- he would be Alfredo.
Alfredo.
That is the good. That is good. Stay tuned for one of my next dream cars. But yeah, but that's my number 5 car.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
Don?
Well, I hope somebody has the Batmobile on their list. I do not, sadly.
All right.
Most of my cars are actually obtainable. If I was some kind of software engineer or electrical engineer, but I'm a radio guy, so there's that. All right,
If you are and want to donate one to us,
yes,
Right.
We would take
Yes.
donations on the. I don't remember, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. We gotta set that up because podcast isn't free. My number 5,
Click on
and
donate. Okay, never mind.
I've actually wanted this car since the year of our Lord 2001, and it's kind of attainable now, especially if I got a year 2001 of this car.
that was a good year.
It was a great year, solid year, solid year.
Solid
Except for
year.
Solid.
September, but
Well, there was that.
that was a rough one. That's okay. George Bush kept us safe.
It was a solid year.
Uh-oh.
Overall.
Don't go there.
I'm
Don't
not
go
going
there.
there. That's all I said. That was a joke or not a joke, depending on who's listening.
It's like a choose your own adventure story.
Is this a joke? Turn to page 85.
Did you just get really mad?
I might take some flack. I might take some flack for this one.
Oh,
But
Don.
I do like. First of all, Audis are the car that you want now if you're a rich guy. Mercedes are just whatever. They're German. They're,
Already conflict in the first 2
No,
picks.
you want-
Right. Wow.
Jeez.
you want an Audi because
I didn't tease you that.
their engines are made better and they last longer. They don't have as many breakdowns, or so I've heard. But I like the Audi TT, the little sports car, and I do fit in it. So
Nice.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, have you ever seen the movie Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
no.
He rips out the front seat of a Porsche to fit in, and he sits in the back seat.
Those are very small. My brother has one of those, or had one of those.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot of room for anything else.
Well, it'll be a single person car for
Yes,
me.
yes.
And you ever what's the movie where Cribs? Do you ever watch Shaq Cribs? He got a whole episode, not just one segment, and he called some of his cars forever convertibles because he would cut the roof off and then just drive around, and that's why he will never live in a cold weather city again.
Only
And
Shaq.
and so he just cuts off the roof of his cars to fit in them. But that'd be funny because his head has to be over the top of the
He's a large man.
windscreen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's probably not safe to do that.
Not so much.
He rolls that thing.
You don't tell Shaq what to do.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's a cop now.
He is a cop
Yeah.
now. That's,
Look,
that's
he
true.
ruined the show on Thursday Night TNT. Ruined it. Charles Barkley is whatever. I don't care. Anyway, I like the Audi TT, and specifically, they had seats, and they were made out of baseball glove leather, and they had big stitching of leather, and that's the kind of seats that I want, and those are actually most valuable. They don't make them anymore, so the people that find those, it's a big deal. But yes, Audi TT, preferably, I think it was 98 to 2005 edition. So there you go.
Well, if you want to buy one, I may know of somebody who's selling one. So
Oh, thanks.
we can talk after the show.
My price range is $2,500.
We'll chat.
I might budge on our fantasy baseball trade if you can give me a deal. We'll see.
All right. I might ask for more then.
See what happens.
All right, my number 5.
Deal's a deal, man. We'll make a deal. It's like Donald Trump says, deal's a deal. I know how to make a deal. These people don't know how to make deals. Thank you.
We don't talk politics.
Well,
But I'm
we
not
might-
talking politics. I'm just quoting Donald Trump. You
I'm
can't
kidding.
quote
I'm
Donald
kidding.
Trump.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we may
You're
have
the
a
one talking
deal.
about making it short. You're the one extending my observations.
That's true. You did kind of plant that one for Don to step on.
Yeah.
Ted, right there.
You're right. All right.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes in and we've gotten through two.
You're right.
Dang it, Don.
Really? Really?
Don has become self-aware.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
All right, my number 5. This was the first car I wanted when I was a kid. It was the first car I test drove. I went and I found a crappy little one. I think it was even in the paper back when you had to find cars in the paper. And
Oh, nice.
a little inch square.
Leave
of
your cell phone with the person.
classified.
And,
Yeah.
Right.
And so I found this car at the paper, and I went. My brother took me to go test drive it. It was a random dude selling this, and we get there, and I'm like in love with this car already. I'm driving it, and it's like falling apart as we're driving it. It's pretty much a piece of junk, but I wanted it so bad. My brother was like, "No, you cannot have this car. It won't last you until we drive it home." I'm like, "No, I really want this car." It had the trefoils on the back, off
jeez.
the back window. Or,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
the little shade looking
louver
things.
things.
Yeah, whatever those are called. And it was a Saab 9.3 turbo.
Oh,
And
nice.
I always wanted one of those
Nice.
things. And
You don't strike me. So you're a guy who likes Saabs, who is a guy that doesn't eat meat.
this is true.
A
yes.
vegetarian that doesn't. That
Not a
likes Saabs.
vegetarian.
Caberto.
yes.
This Thug Life brand. You guys make fun of me for my Pablo Peligro brand. Caberto, Craig's about # Thug Life.
That's right.
You
We're
guys-
driving Saabs and we're not eating meat here. Okay.
You guys both don't have any credibility.
You
Come
guys
on.
forget where I went to high school.
You went to
I had to
Regis.
fit in, man.
You
That's
went to
right.
Regis.
Okay, what do you say about me? I was a army, basically infantry, but cavalry. I was in the cavalry. All right. What's up? What's up now?
Nay.
Get off me.
Nay.
Did you practice?
not funny.
Did you
That
practice?
is not funny, sir.
Did you practice your position?
Did I go to battle? No, but okay.
Okay.
Why does that count? Okay, what is it? How
Listen.
dare you? How dare you? I went to basic training. Can you make it through that? Thank you.
Don,
Probably.
get off your high horse and
You
let's
made
get
it.
back to mine.
Oh, my
made
gosh.
it.
Oh, my God.
You made it.
That one was kind of funny. I did make it. Just because I didn't go to battle. I'm thankful that I didn't go to battle. I had PTSD and like being.
Probably those tangent Tourette's would be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, my gosh. No doubt.
I wanted a Saab 9.3 turbo, and
All right, sorry.
now I have one because it's awesome, and
It's
I love
funny
it.
that you make fun of me
Nice.
that I look like Rachel Maddow when you like Saabs and you are a vegetarian. Thank you.
At least I don't look like one.
Someone
I don't know what that means.
said you
looking
look like Rachel Maddow?
He did. He had a haircut.
Craig.
He got a haircut a while back. And I'm just going to say, he looked like Rachel Maddow.
Wow.
I tend to say the things that come out of
Wow.
my mouth. And
Picture it didn't happen. I need to
yeah,
see
it
this.
was. I'm sure he's got a picture of
Nah,
it
I don't
somewhere.
know.
Awesome.
I don't picture that.
This
Yeah.
has to happen.
It was great.
Is it the one you got at what is it? Sports Clips or Great Clips or whatever?
That lady, she was a very nice human being. And
She was-
we
she
had a
was
pleasant
nice.
conversation. It was better than that barbershop you took me to, man. That place was scary, man. I don't care where you are. We're in the year 2016, in the year 1996. If you're across the street from Stinkin' Lincoln High School, it's not a good place to be. All right, that's all. Thank you.
So my Saab
Yes.
that I have, I love it. I got my dream car when I was a kid. I have it now.
This is the funniest
Nice.
thing ever.
And my wife, she drives it, and she hates it, which is probably one of the saddest thing in my life.
Aw.
Gina likes European cars, though.
She hates my car. I nicknamed it Sabatino,
Of course he did.
and she hates Sabatino, and it's sad.
Aw. Poor
I
Sabatino.
love it. Yeah,
Maybe it's a nickname you gave your car.
it's an Italian name. She should like it. Sabatino.
That's pretty Italian.
Yeah.
It is pretty
Sabatino.
All right. That's my number
This is
5.
the funniest
did
thing
that.
ever. This is
He
the
did
funniest.
that.
Lilo, your number 5.
All right, number 5. So I'll say this: my dream cars are highly unattainable, just flat out.
I appreciate that.
In my tax bracket, these are completely 100% dream cars.
I think we could just blanket statement for for everybody here.
right.
Yeah.
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 I mean, as a,
2001 Audi TT. Unattainable.
well, you already got your first dream
yeah, I
car,
did,
so I
yeah.
mean, you know,
I'm 1 for 1 here.
Right.
Let's see how this list goes.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right, audience. My number 5 car is the Bentley Continental GT.
Dang,
No.
dang.
Are
Good
you
luck.
serious?
Is that the one
Yep.
that has the umbrella that pops out of the door?
I believe so.
That
It's-
one's cool, yeah.
It starts at 198K. 198,000. No matter the engine choice, massive thrust is available at any speed, pushing the Continental GT past extra legal speeds with ease.
It's,
mean-
it starts at 198, but if you're going to spend 198, you're not going to buy a stock Bentley, are you?
No. At
mean, you're gonna want
198,
one of
Those are the roll down windows.
Yeah, you want the
Right.
CD player at least.
That's what,
right, you got to get like the MP3 player jack.
Yeah.
Please.
when I saw the rappers like driving these cars, I'm like, that's not the point for these cars. You're to be driven in these cars. They're for like heads of state to
You
drive
ask-
through the like
Yeah.
projects of their country at
It's
like
true.
150 miles an hour, so nobody
You roll
blows
down
it up.
your window and ask if people have Grey Poupon.
Right. And your window tint in
No,
these
don't
are
laugh
curtains.
at that. Don't laugh at that.
Exactly.
Your window tinting is curtains. It's actual fabric
Yes.
that you close and open like shutters. This car has a 206 mile per hour top speed.
Dang.
V8 cylinder engine. Yeah, 0 to 60 in a few tenths of a second. Wait, no, that doesn't make
Well,
sense.
that's like
No, wait.
That's ludicrous speed.
Yeah, that is ludicrous speed. I copied my script wrong.
It's not funny.
Oh well.
It's not funny.
V8 engine, Continental GT. That's my
Good
dream
luck
car.
getting that one.
Yeah,
if you
not
ever
gonna-
get that one, we're hanging out.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Ride your coattails.
Yeah.
Right.
Ride your coattails. Yes.
Lilo's driving
I know a good pie guy.
forever.
I know a good pie man.
Yeah.
Lilo could drive, or I could drive, because that is that Bentley Continental GT is on my number 4 on my
Oh.
top 5.
Hey,
So
we could trade.
We could trade, or we could form a club.
right.
You know,
Like a Bentley Club.
like
a Bentley club.
Yeah. So I'm thinking my
Car clubs
window,
are strange.
my window tint curtains. Maybe they could be, I don't know,
Like velvet?
velvet. Yeah,
Ooh,
maybe
crushed
Have
velvet?
A little,
Yeah.
a rollout red carpet. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah.
We could call each other Jeeves whenever we're driving.
You guys have delusions
Exactly.
of grandeur over here.
Yeah, we really do.
So, but that is my number 4, the Bentley Continental GT.
Nice.
Wow, it's almost as social. Don?
Almost.
Bentley?
No.
It had to be
I'm
Don.
sure that it has
had to
good-
be Don.
I'm sure that it has good craftsmanship and fine engineering, but that doesn't. Those cars don't do it for me. I mean, what do you want me to do? I like American muscle, even though my first car was European. Although Audi does make the best engines.
Sorry, go ahead.
So back to American muscle, and by the way, all the rest of my cars are American. Have you guys ever seen the movie Boogie Nights?
Yes.
I have what? I have not seen Boogie Nights.
Me either.
I think you're liars. Anyway, so the car that Mark Wahlberg had, Marky Mark, it was an orange, I believe, '68 Corvette, and it was small. It had a big flare in the front, and man, that car. When I saw that movie, I'm like, oh, I want that car. And now, I like Corvettes. Although the new Mustang is really awesome looking to me, because they kind of went away from the old look and they went all modern. But yeah, man, I either want the Boogie Nights Marky Mark orange Corvette or a 2016 Corvette that'll go 250 miles an hour.
You can only play one song in that car at all times.
Every time I see Alfred Molina and something else, it always makes me think of that scene in Boogie Nights, because where that dude, the Chinese kid, is popping off fireworks, and they're there to rob the guy of his cocaine, and he's just like snorting more and more, and he comes out with anyway. Great movie, Boogie Nights. Everybody's. By the way, I thought I was the only person that liked Boogie Nights out of my friends, because I was. And then on the 20th anniversary last year, Bill Simmons and Grant Land came out with like retrospective for this movie, and they did a podcast. They did a 2-hour podcast with all these movie guys for this movie, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. There's a crazy cult following for that movie, and man, Heather Graham, Julianne Moore. Do we want me to keep going? Because I'll keep going. William H. Macy. Thank you.
All right.
That's all.
Hey,
John C. Reilly. Who's the guy in Capote? Who's
Don,
that guy?
this was really an
Philip Seymour
intervention.
Hoffman.
This was really an intervention.
For what?
So it's only 19 minutes into the show, and no, I'm just kidding. I'll keep going.
I'm just trying to just let me live with my Boogie Nights reminiscing. Okay, it's a great movie.
It is a very good movie.
First DVD I ever owned, and probably shouldn't have had that. I might have been too young for it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I was a grown I was a young adult in a grown man's body. Okay.
All right. Big. You were big.
Oh God.
From rollers, I mean, yeah, man. I was 225 when freshman year of high school. I was a big boy.
Wow.
And yeah, so yeah, man. I love that movie. I love that car. That's my dream car. And I just want to be like Marky Mark, man. You know, just living. Not the whole like drug addled and all that, but you know, at the end where he's a star again, that'll be fine.
All right, my number
Still driving the
4.
car. Thank you.
When I was a kid, I wouldn't say I was lazy, but I procrastinated a fair share. And I had project due this one time. We had to do like it was a science project, and I had to come up with something. And I don't think I even had an idea of what I was going to do until the very night before. And I remember scrambling, trying to figure out something, and even on the way before school, trying to finish up the project. This project I decided to do was, hey, I have a lot of Hot Wheels cars. I have tons of them. Why don't I measure their aerodynamics somehow?
Wow.
And so we had a little, I guess it was a humidifier, but it had a nozzle on it, so it kind of focused the beam of steam, or not steam, but you know how the humidifier blows out air that you can see, right?
Right.
I think that would be steam.
Steam.
I think that's steam.
Is it steam? But it's not
Vapor.
heated up,
It's
right?
like
So
vapor.
I don't know.
Vaporized.
I should know this, being
Water.
a science guy. But
Yeah,
whatever.
come on, man.
Whatever.
AKA steam.
Yeah, so you can see the line of smoke, whatever the heck it is.
Sure.
And so I was like, and it came out pretty forcefully because it was pretty tightly nozzled. It's like if I held my Hot Wheels cars up to the steam, I could kind of see how the air goes over the top of them and underneath
Right.
them and that kind of thing. And so that was what I decided to do my project on. Somehow arbitrarily measure the aerodynamics of these cars, Matchbox cars, in the vapor of the humidifier. And so I remember doing this very quickly because I was behind the gun here trying to figure it out. And I knew which car was going to win, and I knew which car I wanted to win, which probably biased the results thinking about it. I love this car so much. I wanted it so bad. And it was my little white Hot Wheels Lamborghini Countach.
Oh, nice.
It was amazing. I don't know what year it was. It had to be, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s maybe. But the Lamborghini Countach, it was very pointy and had lots of shapes and angles and lots of little ridges in it.
Yes. It was a very geometric.
It was.
Geometric vehicle.
It was a white. I would love to have a white Lamborghini Countach.
Do you guys ever do the Pinewood Derby for like Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts or anything? The Pinewood Derby?
I was not a Boy Scout.
Yeah, I was not a Boy Scout either.
Roberto?
Me either.
Oh, sucks for you guys. Anyway,
All right.
I just played with Hot Wheels and
the Pinewood Derby.
humidifiers.
Yes.
The Pinewood Derby. And speaking of aerodynamics and force and winning and fast things, you basically you get a block of wood and you have to put weights in it. You can't put too much, and you just basically race other cars that the kids make from there. And you guys ever remember those 0G? Like you smash the like plunger down and they fly out.
Yeah, those things were awesome.
So it's like on like a rail kind of thing. So we were like, hey man, great idea. Let's make our Pinewood Derby cars models of these 0G cars. And my dad helped us because they were very intricate. And, we got our weights and everything. And it was the best idea ever because my brother won the whole thing. Our troop or patrol, whatever, or pack. I don't remember what it was called. Den. Our den, we won the entire Denver Area Council thing. We got the trophy. I came in third because we made my dad help us with this thing. And, we were champions, man. Slept with the trophy. Amazing. Pinewood Derby champion. Thanks, Gilberto.
No.
Not the first time I won the championship, right? Thank you.
That's messed up. All right.
Wow.
2013.
Jeez,
That was rough.
that was a good reminiscent childhood story turned into a dig.
Yeah,
Nice.
all
Nicely
Right?
done.
He thought about that
Yeah,
hard.
You were Cam Newton after that. You were really sad. You were angry. You wouldn't talk to reporters.
You hid in a
But
hoodie.
everybody was against me, though, man. Everybody was cheering for you in the final game. I know how it happened. I know how it is.
Wow.
All right, Lilo, you're
Bad
number
guy
4.
wins sometimes.
Okay,
Gilberto.
number 4.
Bad guy wins.
Live long enough to see yourself become the villain. So my number 4 is actually it's a really cool car. It's you would never expect that it was made by Volkswagen, but it is. It is the Bugatti Veyron. That's right. This is a car, once again, so completely unattainable that it's just hilarious. This car starts at $1.7 million to purchase.
You never know. Someday you might wake up in your new Bugatti.
That's very true. And then I will wake up probably dead. So
What do you even do with that car? It's like a car, but I guess that's different because our cars for us get to work, go home.
right. This one, there are lots of stories out there of people wrecking their Bugattis. Man. Like there was one guy that dumped his in like a lake or something somewhere, and
After he killed someone?
no, just killed his testosterone levels. That's for sure. Lost all his man points. Yeah. So apparently the top speed of the Super Sport version was 267 miles per hour. And then the Roadster Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse version was the fastest roadster in the world, reaching an average top speed of 254 miles per hour. This thing rocks 1,200 horsepower and a V16 engine. That's 16 cylinders pumping gas.
Dang.
That sounds all well and good, but would you actually drive that fast?
No, there's no place in Colorado to drive.
I mean, even
that
if you
car.
were on the Autobahn or wherever, would you actually, what's the fastest you would probably feel comfortable going?
That's true, before you freak
maybe
out.
like 150
Yeah.
max.
Really?
Like,
I don't know, man.
Top, man.
Yeah.
150 top. And then even at that point, it would be like white
you got
knuckles
kids now,
sweating.
man.
Like the steering
You're not
wheel.
going that
That's
fast.
true.
Shake
It would be
though.
like
Like-
60.
Yeah.
I'm going 60 in my Veyron.
You're not going that fast anymore.
No way. I go 75 in my F-150 on the highway, and even then I'm like, I'm gonna die. I am gonna die. There is a death shake that happens in the steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's living on the edge, guys. Living on the edge.
Wow.
All right.
Bugatti Veyron.
Well,
Is yours a Bugatti too?
no,
Lou?
I
Or,
do
Camberto?
not. I do not have a Bugatti on my list today, but my
Today?
number 3,
Maybe tomorrow.
maybe, I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling, but
Lilo's selling it pretty good.
he is. I can't top that. But my number 3 is the Dark Knight's Batmobile.
Oh, that big tank thing?
Yes, I'm serious.
It's like a
That-
monster truck.
It is like a monster truck.
So it's dream cars.
That thing's insane.
I'm
Because
just saying.
it's the Batmobile, of course, and
Nice. I can
mean-
respect that. I can
Yeah,
respect that.
Come on,
Do you have a plan for how you could actually attain that?
probably
First
break
you meet
into the army base and
Morgan Freeman.
steal it. Oh yeah,
Go
I-
Grand Theft Auto style.
probably. No, I don't know how I would do that. Maybe I'd have to build it, but
Wow.
You know.
Like 3D printed
I was
or
just saying,
something?
like 3D
no,
printing.
No, like I would have to start with another kind of car and then add on to it. I don't know, or maybe
You would have a body kit Batmobile.
It's
so awesome.
it's like cabinet refacing.
or I could.
Why does your
yeah.
Batmobile go so slow? Shut up, it's on my Mazda, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Which has problems with the transmission, by the way. But
Aw.
anyway, I know.
That guy sold you, man. We're gonna go find that guy that
Man,
sold
We
you
you
that
should.
car.
We
We'll
need
talk
to
to
go
him.
find that guy.
That's too bad.
That's
That's
messed up.
rough.
But the Batmobile.
Yes.
I
Nice.
don't know how I would get it, but it would be identical to the Dark Knight's Batmobile.
Okay. That thing was pretty cool. It had an escape
The
motorcycle.
motorcycle. was
Exactly.
very
Yeah,
cool.
that was pretty
Exactly.
awesome with guns, which was weird because Christian Bale's Dark Knight was the not killing Dark Knight,
Yeah.
I know.
but he had guns on his motorcycle. Like what?
That's true.
Made no sense. Made no sense.
But also, when he would make those sharp turns, the wheels would.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
spun
those are
sideways.
really awesome. I don't know. I thought that was cool. I was
Talk
impressed.
about drift racing. It'd be
So
nice.
maybe I go wage war on drugs in Mexico. I don't know.
Good luck with
free
that.
Mexico.
The,
be Pancho Villa's revolutionary of the century of
The
the
era.
modern era. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
I don't know.
You really shifted gears there. With that.
Wow. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
We go fight some drug pirates in Mexico.
Yeah. I mean, they can't take down the Batmobile,
That's very true.
right?
It's very true.
All right.
And if
Random-
I'm a millionaire, I will not just get one. I would buy like 5.
And there go Don
And then
Kevin
you
Burns'
will not-
millions.
there will not be a
Batmobiles for
millionaire
everybody. You get a Batmobile.
No, no.
You get a Batmobile.
You know what?
Then we
But
know
you
what
know
happens
what?
when Kiberto gets a lot of money. He's going to give it all away.
But
You know what?
Yeah.
If we're all superheroes, none of us
Yeah.
are superheroes.
That's
I wanna
right.
be-
You know what?
You
I
live
would,
long enough to see yourself become the villain.
you know what? I would give you guys a Batmobile if you guys go into Mexico with me and wage war on drugs. There you go.
I'll go to
I got kids.
Mazatlan.
I think I'm good.
I'll go to Mazatlan.
I'll drive my Batmobile to Cancun.
It's a dream. It's a
Do they got a
dream.
lot of drug dealers in Baja California?
All over Mexico. Come on, man.
I'll donate to your Kickstarter.
All right, thank you.
Right. Here's your $10.
How do we clean up Argentina and Colombia in like 10 years, but
Nah, it was
Mexico is still...
That's been like
Not saying
over
these
half a
countries are
century.
cleaned up, but-
That's been over half a century that it's begun, so it's pretty deep in there. So
Yeesh.
anyway, that's my
No,
number.
that wall
that's
just
my
got
number
10
three.
feet higher,
I'm not
Kiberto.
talking about politics. Sorry, I'm not paying for that wall.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Oh, you're the one talking about it now. So my number 3, American Detroit Steel. And that is the souped-up F-150, and that is the Ford Raptor.
Oh, yes.
man.
I
You could
believe-
take that thing off of a mountain and
Yeah.
live.
Yes.
It's like 70 grand. That's like the shortest thing to like one of the
A monster
vehicles that the Army has that'll deflect improvised explosive devices.
Oh, my gosh. That's so true.
It's basically that. And, man, it looks so awesome in the
They
tires
do.
and the
Oh,
front
man.
grill. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
that's
big
my-
giant Ford on the front.
Yeah.
I love that.
That you know it's a
Yeah,
Ford.
Yeah.
They didn't take the bailout. They didn't take the bailout.
They didn't
Thank
take
you.
it.
And yeah, man. So the Ford Raptor. That's pretty much all I got, man.
Hey, that's all you need with
Car
that,
named
with that
after a
vehicle.
dinosaur.
You know what? Sorry, can I add one more comment to mine?
Oh,
So
sure.
after we're in Mexico, I drive across the Atlantic Ocean and go into the Middle East and,
Wow.
and help you guys out. Help
You're
you
a
guys out.
crusader,
There you
Quebec.
go.
Wow,
Yeah,
look at you.
Kevin, right.
There you go. Sorry,
You're on a mission.
I just got excited here.
Caped Crusader.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's hot in here. I think
How
that's
would
the
you-
problem. I'm delirious.
How would you drive that across the ocean?
Yeah, how does
It's
that
a
go? in
Batmobile. I don't
With your
know.
bat boat?
It has something in there. I don't know. I'll talk to Morgan Freeman about that. Sorry.
He's out chasing
Sorry.
God right now.
That's so
he's
true.
kind of busy.
He's a little busy.
That's true. All right.
All right. My number 3. My number 3 is kind of, I think it's interesting at least. Maybe
Wait,
I'm
I still
poisoning
have
the
something
well.
to say about my last one. I wasn't
Oh.
done yet.
Come on.
Burt Reynolds was in Boogie Nights, all right?
Wait, what? Where did...
Burt
Hold on.
Reynolds.
5.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
And by the way, when Jared got beaten up, I
Wait,
tweeted
what? Okay, what?
when Jared from Subway got beaten up in jail over off of Hampton and
Where did we go wrong here?
Ford
Kipling.
Raptor.
That's where you need the Batmobile
Hold on,
for the
exactly.
sharp
Burt
turns.
Reynolds.
Exactly.
Jared.
Hold on. If you guys are just making it longer by pointing things out. All right.
You got 30 seconds to get this track on track.
Roberto tweeted me a story about Jared from Subway, Jared Fogle, getting beaten up in jail. I tweeted Roberto back the picture, which he didn't understand what it was, but it was the guy from Boogie Nights who got put in jail for pedophilia, getting slapped around by a black guy. But I thought it was really funny because that is exactly what happened to Jared in jail. And Jared kind of looks like the general from Boogie Nights.
All right, I
you.
see where we're at.
And that is on Don Pablo, at Don Pablo 303 on Twitter.
Right,
At Don
yes.
Pablo 303. Thank you.
Since you mentioned our Twitter handles, does everybody want to give theirs real quick? I am at lowercase d, lowercase underscore de.
Yes, I am at Halil, HALLEL underscore Santos, SANTOS. The Lilo Santos.
I am at Kevberto.
At John Roberto.
KEVBERTO.
All right, follow the Rank 'em Up account at Rank 'em Up. All right, my number 3. Number 3 for me, I thought it was interesting. You may not. We'll see. Because this is one from when I was a kid and continues to be one in a different form now. And that is a Porsche.
Ooh.
When I was a kid,
Dang.
I really wanted a 911 Porsche that looked like a frog, and it was awesome. It was white at the back. And it kind of looked like a Saab, but it
Yeah,
was
I like-
way faster and cooler.
Yeah, I like those.
Yep.
Porsches are sweet. But now that is morphed into, I would like a Porsche Cayenne Turbo.
Turbo, yeah, man. The
Ooh.
turbo. I like the 911
My
turbo.
kids got to go to soccer practice really fast.
Right now.
Yeah.
And in style.
We got to get there right now.
Right now.
You know what the definition of wasting money
Corinthian
is?
leather.
The definition of wasting money is buying the 4-door Porsche sedan, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, the
Why would you do
911
that?
4-door, whatever that is.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
that
Oh,
thing
yeah,
is-
that's weird.
Somebody in the park. I think it's the
Yeah.
guy that collects credit, whatever, from downstairs. But I'm like, why would you buy that? That's
yeah,
horrible.
I don't get that one.
That's
Just get a
weird.
Cayenne. Those things
Yeah.
are sweet.
Right. That makes more sense.
Yeah,
My
I
friend,
want that.
My friend, the lawyer, has one, and it's crazy over there.
Yeah.
He does it on whatever. Never mind.
My kid would never be late to school.
No.
Right. Ever. The tickets, however.
Yeah, well,
That would be something
If you can
different.
afford a Cayenne, you can afford the tickets.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, that's my number 3.
Nice. I can dig it.
Right.
Okay. My number 3. So this one, I don't know if they even make this vehicle anymore or some kind of variant on the vehicle. I thought they might have recently, but I might have just been dreaming it. So this is the Jaguar XJ220. It is
Those are
their,
sweet. Yeah,
Yep.
those are cool.
Yep, it is their supercar, the supercar of Jaguar. It was a racing car. Held the title of fastest car in the world for a while until it was beat out by the McLaren F1 back in '93. But let's see here. It had a top speed of 212 miles per hour. I think it also rocked a V. I think the prototype rocked a V12, but then they neutered it down to a twin supercharged V8 or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. At Halil_Santos on the Twitters. So there you go, Jaguar XJ220. I had a little model of this as a kid, actually. It was pretty awesome.
Didn't they have? I'm trying to remember. Didn't they have problems with that and like they had to stop making it because it like kept burning or something on?
Oh man, it would be my luck that was.
I can't remember. I remember something of there being some issues with the Jaguar XJ220, and maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I thought for some reason they stopped making them because they burnt up.
Because it was a burning death
Yeah,
trap.
something like that.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
But they were pretty sweet looking. I'll give
They
you
were
that.
they were awesome looking vehicles. So there you go,
Cool.
Jaguar XJ220.
That's
Thing's
awesome.
a beast.
Dang.
That's really fast compared to my next car,
Uh-oh.
which, let me tell you, okay, Don, you cannot say anything about this. My last car before my accident, which had so many memories in, this car drove me across the country between California and Colorado a couple of times.
Met a lot of girls in the car.
Oh yeah.
I had it for 6 years.
Oh nice.
and it's not to live in the past, but to live the lessons learned through all of those
Oh,
experiences.
boy.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh wow.
It's a 2006.
Wow, where'd you read that?
Yeah.
I wrote it. I wrote it. Okay?
What review is that from?
No, I wrote it. So it's a 2006 Toyota Corolla S.
Compared to our drive, we drove around Caberto's hood in southern Los Angeles, Anaheim, Anaheim, California. You'd point out places where, and see that park right there?
Hey.
Did it with the girl in the car there?
Hey, man, come on.
Wow.
I was going to share this, and now I
sorry.
can't have my fiance listen to this. Come on, man.
Well, this episode's out for listening to.
We won't publicize this one.
I'm kidding. Well, see that park right there? No, I'm just kidding. So that's my number 2.
Wow.
All right.
That's the only thing that I told about that car. That I feel you should be happy. Thank you. Friends contract. By the way, I figured out a way for us to be on John Hodgman podcast. Is the Friends contract?
That is a good
Is
idea.
it
Yeah.
legal? Is it a valid thing? Like, can we share these stories with people that we should? I
That's
feel like
pretty
that's
good.
a good angle.
I happen to be. We'll give some context for this.
Yeah.
I happened to stumble upon from a recommendation, kind of, a new podcast that I've been listening to. Judge John Hodgman. Remember the PC and the Mac guy? Those commercials back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yep.
He was the PC, the nerdy guy looking guy.
Awesome.
He has a wonderful podcast. You should listen to it.
It is great.
Nice.
It's like a People's Court
Yeah.
version of a podcast. Judge John Hodgman. It's great.
Nice.
Yes.
So
Alton Brown is on it. He gets
What?
good guests to be like guest
yeah,
judges.
the star witnesses. Expert witnesses.
Expert witnesses. It's amazing. And I
I
figured
love
out
Alton Brown.
me and Caberto's angle is should the friend contracts be legally binding /
Yes.
what exactly?
You should submit that.
I
should.
still have the original. I still have the
Really?
original drawn document.
Yeah,
Yes, I do.
You should submit
Wow.
I have it somewhere.
I made a copy for you.
How long has it been? How long has it
I don't
been?
know, at least 4 years, 3-4 years.
I'm saying
maybe
it now.
5 years.
You need to submit that, and
maybe
if you get
5
it on,
years. Yeah,
get on there. We will publicize
that'll be
that.
funny.
All right.
That'll be
Let's do
funny.
it.
All right.
Is it my
John,
turn now?
You're number 2.
Yeah.
My turn. Okay, so back before they became a huge fad and they, redid it and they came out with new models and everything, I was a fan of the old car that I thought that only Arnold Schwarzenegger could fit in when I didn't know that he was only 5'7" tall.
What?
But he did drive around the original Hummer. They call it a Humvee. They didn't even call it a Hummer. It was a Humvee.
Oh, yeah.
And it was an old box style. And when I was in the military, I got to work on those a lot. So I feel like I could still, and they sell them sometimes, but they're like so hard to maintain. But if I did have enough money to do it and enough time on my hands, man, I would get one of the original Hummers, probably in black. And I would have to move somewhere where it's sunny all the time so I could just leave the top open and, be a cool guy. And yeah, man, just so the original Hummer, so awesome to me.
Take up 2 lanes on the streets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can
At
just...
least
Cañonero.
1.5.
Cuberto, that was good.
Thank
I
you.
hope people got that. Simpsons. And yeah, man, the original Hummer Humvee, Arnold Schwarzenegger style. Not banging weird looking maids. Whatever. Sorry.
Oh,
Why are you getting mad at
oh.
that? Why are you mad at that?
Oh, no.
You know how much we
It was
have
in
to
poor
edit?
taste.
You know
That
how
was
much
in
we
poor
have to
taste.
edit your stuff?
Craig doesn't edit anything. What are you talking
The
about?
only thing I edit out is the cuss words. That's it.
Thank
That's
you.
true.
Thank you. Which I don't do.
It's still hard to find.
It's been a few times.
Very rarely. Very
been
rarely.
a
It's
few
still hard to
times.
find. I got a record now here,
Yeah.
a time record.
You just don't want me telling people what happened in your car. Thank you.
All right, my number 2.
Thank you.
This car. I feel like this car, other than the Saab, is probably the most attainable. Because I probably could buy it, but I got other things going on these days.
Maybe.
Video games, doing podcasts.
I like how those are the first 2
Yeah.
things you list.
The
To
family,
obtaining a
that kind
car,
of stuff.
right?
But that would be. I love this when I was growing up. I always wanted a blue one with gold wheels, soup it all out, race it all around the street,
Wow.
and it's all-wheel drive, so I could race it in the snow.
Yes.
That would be, and it has the exhaust and the turbo on it, which sounds awesome. The WRX STI.
Oh, I love
Subaru
those things.
WRX STI. They've kind of made them funkier style looking now.
Yeah,
I like
the
older ones.
The old ones.
Those were the cooler ones. I wish I could probably find one these days.
Man,
I probably
that-
should do that.
Those engines, when you hit the gas, the sound is so distinctive. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I would
Yes.
drive one of those. I probably should look into that. We'll see.
you should. You could probably find like an older one for relatively
The thing is,
cheap-ish.
people have the same idea to use them the way I would use them. And
Right.
So the older ones, they probably have wrecked or just crushed the gas pedal
Yeah,
and
the Carfax
burn 'em
on
out.
those would be awful.
Yeah. burn it out.
Well, then,
So-
if you do get one, can you imagine how many like challenges you would receive on the street?
Oh yeah, totally.
It'd be like you and your wife.
Like,
And your
I gotta go.
kids.
I gotta go. I gotta
Right,
do it.
I got to do this. He's challenging me right now.
Hey, what am I supposed to do?
I can't take
that-
that. I can't just back down.
Was that like Gran Turismo 2 or 3 or one of those that was like you can change everything about it, and that was one of them that was like very attainable in that
Yeah.
the like beginning of that game.
Yeah, Gran Turismo. I think had it. Yeah,
maybe original one. Yeah, so there you go.
I would still want one of those. The blue ones.
Oh
Those
yeah,
were
it has to
always
be the blue
sweet.
ones
Yeah.
with like the cool gold,
wheels.
goldy bronze wheels.
Yep. Yeah.
Memories of college.
Your number 2.
My number 2. So I actually did just mention this. My number 2 vehicle and my number 3 vehicle. This is the vehicle that beat the Jaguar XJ220 in 1993, and that is the McLaren F1 supercar.
You want to go fast, don't you?
I do, and I want really expensive vehicles that if I wreck them, that's it. It's game over essentially.
Wow.
You got that's
Gone
kind of morbid
without
a little bit.
Yeah. Sorry
Actually,
guys,
that
I didn't mean to
happens all the
bring it down.
time. If you look at the old classic races, guys will wreck their Porsche and they'll just rebuild it, and then it's like $300,000 wreck right there. Like
Right.
he just rebuilds it because he's racing his own car and stuff. That happens all the time, and it's just like, wow, why would you do that to the car? But
Right, I know. Like I don't know where I would drive this vehicle outside of a racetrack, but
yeah,
You could
That's
just
like-
pull up to work in it.
You know how you have,
right.
you know, you can have like so much money that you could just say, "F you, I don't need this job. I have money." That's like F me money. Like I have so much money, I can F myself. But I'll just build a new car and I'll just race this one. That's like F me money.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Everything.
exactly.
Like when Ronaldo crashed his Ferrari, Cristiano Ronaldo, and just left
You
it
just
there.
walked away.
Just
Yeah.
left it there.
Jeez.
Like, hey, is this your Ferrari? It was.
Used to be.
What
That
the
is
heck?
just stupid
Yeah.
money. Stupid money. So yeah, this one reached top speeds of 231 miles an hour, and was surpassed in 2005 by the Bugatti Veyron, another one on my list, with a top speed of 253. Obviously, so there you go. McLaren F1, fast. It was sweet looking. It's probably one of my favorites actually from the Gran Turismo games. The F1 was attainable as an unlockable, I believe. So. There you go. Fast, expensive. It's awesome.
Speaking of fast and expensive cars,
This is your number one, right?
this is my number one.
Number one
Nice.
dream
What's
car.
your honorable mentions, Caberto?
I don't have honorable mentions.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh man.
So I had a job while going to school when I was 22 in California, where all I did was scan medical records, and of course I wasn't getting paid much. There was a Lamborghini dealer down the street in this was Irvine, California. What? Yeah, there was. So they would park their Lamborghinis out front in front of the office on the grass. So my friends who I worked with,
Jeez.
yeah, I'm serious. My friends who I worked with, and I used to drive to the AMPM, which was like a convenience store for
People
hot
know what
dogs.
that is.
For hot dogs during our 15-minute break, and sometimes we would stop and we would just admire these luxurious cars. Where we used to talk about how much work we would needed to get to be able to own one of these. So
The salesman with the broom would chase you out of there.
Right.
pretty
Get out
much,
of here.
one time we did take pictures. We got off and we took pictures with the old flip phones. And the guy came out. He's like, "Can I help you?" And we're like, "No, we're just looking at the cars." And like, "Oh, okay." And so he kind of was saying like, "All right, move along."
Move along.
Right.
Yeah.
Get on out.
So yeah,
You riffraff.
but not a specific.
We need that guy here for Don.
We do. Move along. Don, we love you. This is an intervention.
Right.
You have, okay. But a Lamborghini, not a specific kind, but, just a Lamborghini that would remind me of how, what we can accomplish and, how hard we have to work to get there.
Alrighty.
Okay.
If this were a real
Well, that
intervention,
was
you would have consequences in red letters that you were.
Are you
crying
willing to
and
accept
then-
the help that we are offering today?
Right.
Yeah, but what's the consequences? Thank you.
We will no longer let you have your own mic controls.
Oh,
Mute. Unmute.
Yeah.
Mute. Unmute.
What was the sound in the Oscars that it was like 3 rings of a bell or something? It made me laugh really hard when they were doing it to the people. But anyway, honorable mentions. I do like the FJ, the Toyota.
I love
yeah.
that. That's on one of my mentions.
Those are
too.
cool. And
That's pretty cool.
the 4-door Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, the big Jeep. I would
yeah.
raise it up a little bit and have a pretty cool car. I love that car ever since. What was that? The Terminator television show came out, and the chick that Sarah Connor from that show drove it, and I'm like, oh man, I like that car.
I had a friend that had one of those.
Those are
A
awesome.
bright green one. It was cool.
Oh, nice.
Bright green. Oh, okay. But my number one car, and this will be a throwback to my first car ever that we did on the Periscope, and it's coming back just like the Jeep Comanche's coming back, which is the pickup truck.
Ah.
The Jeep Grand Wagoneer's coming back.
What?
2017, next year, they have a prototype, and the Jeep Wagoneer's coming back, wood paneling and everything. I believe
Nice.
it starts at $39,000.
Holy crap.
Oh, you got to get it.
Yeah. Almost, yeah, what I make. So, just a year.
wait, what? You make that much?
No, I don't make that much. So, anyway.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
We
wait,
work
no,
in
wait.
radio.
No, that's funny. Whatever. So, yeah, man, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer is coming back, and it's going to be ultra smooth, ultra luxurious. Jeep, man, the wood paneling on the side. I love it when I see that. When I see those, I'm just like, oh, man. There you go.
Luxurious, man.
I can appreciate a good Jeep Wagoneer.
I would drive that. That would be
I'd
cool.
drive one of those.
Yeah, man. The new Jeep wagon. I want the Comanche. One guy in my apartment complex has an old, like, 1980, 1979 Comanche, and he drives that thing, man, and it sounds amazing when he starts it up. It's like, I think it still takes leaded gas. I have no idea where he buys that from.
Yeah, where do you ever find that?
But he drives it, so, yeah.
Surprised they haven't banned that from.
Yeah, right.
No, I think every car...
It's a classic.
I remember them having unleaded, but what year car do you have to even use that? Do you have to add additive to your car?
And how does that pass emissions?
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. Man.
You have to have like your own little supply of lead to just dump in.
Just add it.
Right.
What's the, like, gunpowder, instead of gunpowder patch, you just have a pouch, you just have a lead in, you just dump in the gas tank. That'd be
Be awesome.
So, yeah, Jeep Grand Wagoneer when they come out next year.
All right, my honorable mentions. And my honorable mentions include two cars that kind of looked a little similar, came out at the same time. Both were supposed to be like sporty cars. Both ended up kind of looking kind of goofy, but quirky goofy, and I would drive them today because I think they're cool looking. One of those is the Dodge Stealth.
I love that car.
I even had a model car when I was a kid that I
Nice.
put together and painted and all that of the Dodge Stealth. I would get a yellow one with
Yeah.
red interior.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that would be cool.
And the other one that's kind of similar, and probably no one here remembers it, is because I think it lasted for like 2 years. The Subaru SVX. I don't know if you remember that. It was kind of their sporty car
I vaguely
back in the
remember
early
that one.
'90s, where they had like all kinds of windows around the car.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
They rolled down halfway. like you had a window within a window that came down. It was weird looking and it was cool. Also, I just saw this one on Facebook like a week ago, and I don't even know if it really exists. So I'll put an asterisk by it. And that's that Bugatti that changes colors. Did you guys see that one?
Yeah,
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I saw that.
I don't know if it actually is a real thing or not.
Oh,
I
that'd
think
be
that's
sweet.
dangerous,
Then you just
isn't
get
it?
some paint.
You would
Did you see
rob
that? Like it would, as it would just continue to change colors, like the wheels, everything, the whole color of the car
Yep.
would continually change colors, like through the whole rainbow of colors.
Wow,
I
that's
don't know
cool.
how it happened. It's magic, but it's look cool.
That's pretty awesome.
That's
Yeah.
for the auto repair guys, like body shop. I don't know.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, it's like the
if there's the police are trying to look for you, what do they say?
Exactly.
Right.
What kind of car is that?
Well, it's
I have
orange,
no idea.
red, yellow,
Now it's
blue,
yellow. Now it's
green.
blue.
Yeah.
Dang it.
This is the plates. Just find it.
Yes. So my real number one, though, and it was already mentioned on this program, and smartly because this truck is awesome. Almost cussed there. That's how cool it is.
Wow.
That is the Ford Raptor truck.
Thing's a beast.
Yeah.
I would drive.
Yeah.
Oh
Thing is a
man,
beast.
I would.
Those are awesome.
I would not follow street protocol if I had that. I would drive over
Why
everything.
would you? Yeah, you
There's
could
a-
drive over everything.
There's a road right here that comes by my work that you have to drive kind of past the work to get over here to come back to go back into the parking lot. I would just drive through the grass every day. Just drive through the grass, and I wouldn't care. I'd be like, yeah, that's my dirt tracks.
What are you
Right.
going to do?
I made
What
those.
are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? I will drive over your car.
Camaro.
See that
awesome.
Ford on the front? That means I'm going wherever I
That's
want.
right.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's how I operate.
That's awesome.
All right, Ford Raptor truck.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. Honorable mentions. The Subaru Outback. Okay, so I guess I have one mildly affordable vehicle. Is the Subaru Outback. I like those cars. Hatchback. Sensible. I can throw my bike in the back of that thing and my kids in the middle and wife and myself in the
It's the
front.
American dream.
It is, man. Especially if you're from Colorado.
Dusty roads, American dream.
Also, the Subaru WRX has
Rest
to
in
be the
peace.
blue one with the gold wheels. Love the sound of
Yeah,
those.
those are the coolest sounding cars.
It totally is. It's so guttural. It's great. The Porsche Panamera. Another station wagon. It's the fancy version. Of course, I did build one out and price it on their website just for fun.
Just to see.
Just to see.
You know.
Right. Like I threw all the stuff on there that I wanted. Like
Yeah, give me the
like
chrome. The
tinted
windows.
windows.
22-inch chrome rims. Sure.
Right. I think I had the really nice vented leather, so it was like controlled. And then it had its own Wi-Fi system in it.
Might as well.
Yeah, right. It was
Add that in.
$280,000 for a station
Never
wagon.
mind.
There you go.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So we're good on that. The Lamborghini Huracan. Yeah, that one is a ridiculous vehicle. I think that one comes with, it's either this one or another one that comes, like, you have to go through a $10,000 training course in order to drive the vehicle. You can buy it, and then they go through this training course, and then you get it. And then lastly is
That's like the Enzo Ferrari.
yeah,
You can't
exactly.
just buy it. You
It's
have
like
to have
owning a
owned
Ben and Jerry's
Ferraris
ice cream
before
shop.
that. Yeah,
Right.
You have to have owned them.
Right.
You can't just own an ice cream shop. You have to be the Ben and Jerry's lifestyle.
That's right. And then the last honorable mention is the Suzuki Escudo, Pikes Peak Escudo of Gran Turismo fame. It's like 1,080 horsepower. The thing that made like the Pikes Peak run in under 12 parsecs.
Nice.
Yep, there you go. Star Wars joke. My actual number one. Here we go.
You went plaid.
I did went plaid. All right, you ready for this, Caberto?
Yeah, that was
Oh
funny.
boy!
All right, brace yourselves. My number one vehicle, the 1989 Batmobile.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. This thing was awesome. I loved, like, so the biggest and the coolest aspect of the 1989 Michael Keaton Batmobile was the armor, like, lock
Yeah,
system.
when you clicked it in the
Yeah.
armor.
And
When
when
it-
it-
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
and
that one is the coolest.
that
'cause
one was really awesome.
they went a little too far out there with all the current ones.
Yeah, it was a little too tanky. The Batmobile in Michael Keaton's universe was an actual Batmobile.
It was an actual
yeah.
car still.
It was.
Yeah.
The
I
weird
wonder
thing
what
with that
is-
one,
I wonder what the damage per second was on the Batmobile.
I don't know, but it did have twin submachine guns. So
Oh,
Probably
if you're
pretty
a
high.
division player,
pretty high.
that would be purple.
Yeah.
Let's see. Went 0 to 60 in
Man.
3.7 seconds. Also because it was jet thrusted.
It did have a jet turbo engine.
Right,
on the
jet
back.
turbo engine with
Dang.
aircraft instrumentation on the inside.
dang!
And apparently when they were making it, it required 70 coats of black and pearl
Wow.
acrylic lacquer.
That's a lot of coats.
a lot of
overkill.
coats.
That's overkill.
That's,
So it's a warm vehicle.
Could have not gone with 60.
Right.
That's like, do we
50
need a
would have been okay.
$14,000 toilet at the White House? No.
No.
Are we gonna have it? Yeah, we're not.
But yeah, sure.
Might as
Hey,
well go
add
for
another
the-
extra 10 coats. What the heck?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? Just make it look really good.
Yeah,
I feel like that guy overcharged a little bit.
a little bit.
Skosh. So there you go.
70
1989 Michael Keaton Batmobile. My top pick for dream cars.
I like it. I would drive that.
I would too. I'd drive that thing to work.
Nobody ever says the Arnold Schwarzenegger Batman anything was good in there, except for Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman was the only good thing in that whole movie.
I recently saw a movie where she got naked. There you go.
What? We'll talk
There
after
you go.
this.
Yeah.
Hey Don, see that park over there?
Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia was in that movie too.
Where can they send their tweets to so
Let's
you can tell them
see.
what movie that is?
IMDb.
If you would like to know what movie that is, you can ask Rank 'em Up.
I feel like we're going to have the most interaction of any week on this.
Rank 'em Up on
So
Twitter.
true.
You can go to the YouTube and go to youtube.com/rankemup. Like the show on Facebook at our show page. We follow us on Periscope, and you can see our pregame shows, which get a little silly. There was a lot of activity here tonight at the radio station pregame, so there was a lot of people walking in the back of the shop. But you know,
Lots of
who knew
cameos.
what time? Yeah, exactly. We can call out people's names, and then of course. What was the other thing I was going to say? I think that's it, Craig. I think that's it.
right.
Follow me at Don Pablo 303. Thank you.
Send us your rankings. We enjoy doing that. We thank you to all our new listeners. Remember, tell us where you found us, where you're listening to us from, what platform are you listening to us on, all that stuff. We want to just interact with you. We like doing that. Our Twitter is kind of blown up recently with people and fans talking to us and us talking back to them. So go ahead and give us a follow. For Caberto, for Lilo, for Don, I'm Craig, and this is Rank 'em Up.